Many miracle signs and wonders. Listen, blessing YouTubers. Thank you for checking out the channel. I'm going to ask you all to like, share, or subscribe. You have to share this message. You have to. I know a lot of us have been speaking on this. A lot of new YouTubers, anyway, God has pushed them into faith. He's testing and trying their faith on this time. It's time to elevate. God is saying, I'm doing a new thing and I'm doing it with you. We've heard confirmation after confirmation. Me just coming on here listening to the other YouTubers speak about this new thing God is doing, and that He's using you, He's using me, He's using the newcomers. He's ready to, He's saying, hey, you are enough. God is to a point that, listen, you know my voice. You know how I sound. You know how I hear. You know how to hear me for yourself. You don't need confirmation after confirmation. So right now, God is a little bit frustrated right now because He's constantly having to give us confirmation after confirmation. We should receive it and believe it once we hear it that one time. If God said, I'm using you, that you're the one, that it's your time, the time is now, then we have to believe that God is saying that we are enough. He's also, I'm sorry, He gave me so much the other day. I had to write it down literally. He said it's showing that we have little faith. And in the Bible, it says, ye of little faith. Who don't believe. And God is saying He's needing you to believe Him in this hour. He's needing you to believe Him in this season, because the time is now. We can't miss this time. We can't miss it. We can't miss it. God is saying you are worthy. You don't need what others needed. Like, we don't have to go the same route everybody else went. Our process won't be their process. A lot of people went through ministries and through theological schools, and we went under big name people like John Eckhart or John Veal, or just people of that nature, and God is saying that's not your story. He said people won't get the glory from what He's doing in your life. So this door that has opened for you, of course it's big, of course you're not used to it, but at the same time, God is saying, it's you I've chosen. It's your time. You're ready. And I just need you to receive it and to believe it. I need you to continue to step out on faith. I like to tell people that there are levels to God, even with faith. He talks about the mustard seed, but even as you continue to grow, that mustard seed has to change. Now, we do understand that as we're on different levels, that we still need that mustard seed on each level that we go on, and that's because we don't know what's about to happen on that level. Like, we just elevated. We don't know what to expect, but God is saying, if you continue to have that mustard seed of faith, as I continue to elevate you, now your faith must grow as I continue to prove myself to you. And God has proven Himself to us over and over again. Also, God was saying that we don't need that certification. We don't need that degree. We don't need that diploma. That He is 1,000% backing us up. He said a lot of people won't understand it. A lot of people won't even like it. They're going to feel like, where does she come from? Who is she? Where's her lineage? She doesn't have this or she doesn't have that. But one thing that you have God, and God is backing you up. And God says that no man can shut a door that He opened. God is saying the time is now. I don't know what it is that He's told you to do or what you're supposed to be doing in this hour, in this season, in this timing, but God said He needs you to do it now. No more confirmation. No more confirmation will come. No more people telling you, hey, this is a new season, this is this. You've already heard it. You've gotten everything that you needed. You've heard it. You saw it. You can feel it. You can smell the newness that God is doing in your life. And God is saying the time is now for you to push out into purpose. He is causing people who didn't think you were nobody, who mishandled you, they undervalued you. He said, because this is Him causing a separation. He said He's causing a separation from these people because they didn't see the God inside of you. A lot of them heard God, but they wanted to pick and choose what they wanted to receive from you. But God is saying that He's caused the separation. Do not go back looking for these people. Be okay with them leaving you in this moment and in this hour. He said God is sending people to help you, to direct you and encourage you to get in your way. He said, do not get in your own way. He said that spirit of rejection comes in to make us feel like that people are leaving us, or He said it's not. He said it's not the spirit of rejection. He's causing them to move because He sees the agenda, the plot, plan, and scheme that they're up to. He hears the conversations that are being told behind our back. God is also saying that your children have to be in alignment with what he is doing, and that's because if he bless you, everyone will be blessed. He don't want to bless the disobedient children or family members. So a lot of us are missing this moment because we're holding on to people whose heart isn't right. And a lot of them are our family members. A lot of them are our close friends. We've been friends with them for years. And of course, we've been raised with these family members, and we don't want to let them go. We want them to come with us. And God is saying it's time for you to separate from your family members, from your friends, from the people who are not supposed to go with you. He said, don't go looking for these people. He says, no, he know it's too hard for you to separate from them. So he's going to cause them to separate from you. So he's working this thing out for you. He's also sending back past relationships that were prematurely broken to mend and end on a healthy note. So he's bringing them back because maybe we ended them on a bad note. And God is saying he need our heart to be right in order for him to take us where we're about to go, because we understand that he judges us by our heart. So we can have any unforgiveness, any hurt, any pain, any doubt of, oh, what if I would have did this? What if I would have did that? God is saying he's bringing them back around so that he could separate them on a good note. It won't be any bad blood. Now, it's not for them to stay. It's for them to continue to be separated from you. But he just wants to fix the relationship, because later on down the line, you may need that person again, or you may meet that person again, or God may tell you to bless that person, and you need to have a good heart to be able wanting to help them and be a blessing to them. Also, God is saying your spouse has been near all along. You are overlooking him, or most of you know it. So what he meant by, a lot of you all see your spouse, but you feel like he's not worthy, or he's not good enough, or, oh no, I don't want to date him. And he's saying a lot of people know that that's their spouse. They know their spouse is near, that he's right there. I knew that God sent him, but now is the time for him to bring you all together. He's coming to you. He's ready to become one. He's ready to operate, and he's also going to be able to do what you're doing. He's going to compliment you. He's going to compliment whatever you're doing, whether if you're working in construction in the office, he probably does construction, or if you're in ministry, he probably does ministry, or media, or just anything that can complement what you all do together. It's going to come together to build an empire. God also said this new wave of increase will catapult you into new rooms. He said new concepts, new strategies, new tactics. He said on how to defeat the enemies. He said the new enemies. He said because the old enemies have been defeated. But he said every level there will be a different and a bigger one you would have to come up against. And that's just because so that you can keep trusting him even more. See, remember what I said at the beginning, there are levels to God, even in your trust. If you always battling in the same enemy, then you're just going to have that limit of trust from God. But God is saying, hey, it's some bigger ones up there, and I need you to have some bigger trust in me. I need you to trust me even more. I need you to love me even more. I need you to have even more faith. God also said, I have chosen you for the great and mighty things. Who cares if no one believes or cares? Who cares if no one helps? This is personal. He said, God and all of heaven are backing you up. He said, dare to be great. And he said, dare to stand alone. And he said, I dare you to come from amongst them. God is saying, I dare you to come from amongst your family. I dare you to come from amongst your friends. I dare you to come from the corporate world. I dare you to step away from your normal. That is what God is saying. Look, peace and blessings to you all. I hope this is the last confirmation that you need. I hope today is the day that pushes you, that catapults you into what God has shown you and told you that you should be doing. You have seen it. You have felt it. You can touch it. You can taste it. God is saying the time is now. This is time, and we don't know when this time will come back around, but God is saying your millionaire status is this year, not next year. If you hop on board, he's going to blow your mind. You all have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you soon.